Hello students, I am Dr. Anita Sharma. Today I am going to explain you an important topic of coordination chemistry, that is nucleophilic substitution reactions in octahedral complexes, which is based on SN1 and SN2 mechanism. So let's begin.
Coordination Chemistry, Paper 302, Semester 5. In this video, we are going to discuss ligand substitution reactions in octahedral complexes. So, substitution reactions are very common reaction in coordination complexes because in coordination complexes, one ligand is replaced by another ligand. And for the understanding of substitution reactions, we should know the meaning of labile and inert complexes. So, the complexes that undergo substitution reactions rapidly are called labile complexes, while the complexes that undergo substitution reactions very slowly are called inert complexes. In octahedral complexes, substitution reactions is explained by SN1 and SN2 mechanism. So here SN1 substitution nucleophilic unimolecular reaction, which is based on dissociative mechanism, and here substitution nucleophilic bimolecular reaction, that is SN2 reaction, it is based on associative mechanism. So few terms related to SN1 and SN2 mechanism like activation energy and attacking reagents we have to understand. So activation energy is the energy required by a reactant to make an activated complex. It's called activation energy. So we can say energy difference between reactants and activated complex is called activation energy. And attacking ligand may be electrophile and nucleophile, and since we are learning nucleophilic substitution reactions, so our attacking ligand will be a nucleophile. So we will start with SN1 or dissociation mechanism. By the name dissociation mechanism, we can understand in this SN1 mechanism, first step is dissociation step. So basically this is first order reaction. Why it is called first order reaction? Because in its first step, that is dissociation step or slow step, the rate of reaction depends on the concentration of one reactant only. In short, you can see the reaction here. Here we have taken one complex and coordination number is 6. And this is our entering ligand or nucleophile. So now this X is replaced by Y here and we are getting this final compound. So we will understand this reaction by this mechanism. So this is two-step mechanism. SN1 reaction is two-step mechanism. In step 1 you can see here ML5X. We have a complex with coordination number 6. In first step this complex dissociate and this is a slow step, or always slow step is rate determining step. So unimolecular and rate determining step it is called. So first we are getting an intermediate in transition state. It is unstable complex is formed ML5 where the coordination number is 5. And this bond between M, X is broken. So here X is released. In second step, this transition complex, which is 5 coordinator intermediate complex, reacts with entering ligand, that is nucleophile, and again we are getting a new complex with ML5Y, new entering ligand, and its coordination number is also 6. So here in slow step or rate determining step, rate of reaction depends on the concentration of only one reactant. So the order of reaction is 1. This same SN1 mechanism we can understand by this figure. So this is diagrammatic representation of SN1 mechanism. First we have octahedral complex with coordination number 6. Here we have X5 and Y ligand. So by slow step, this is forming an intermediate complex with coordination number 5. So it could be either trigonal bipyramidal or it could be square pyramidal complex. In both the cases coordination number will be 5. So these are the intermediate. Either this intermediate will form or this intermediate will form. Now by fast reaction, second step is fast step where entering species, that is Z, is reacting with intermediate complex, and again we are getting an octahedral complex where with coordination number 6, and now here you can see this Y is replaced by Z in this mechanism. Now we start SN2 mechanism or association mechanism. In SN2 mechanism, in first step, this octahedral complex reacts with entering ligand or nucleophile. Since this step is slow step, that is why it is called rate determining step also. So after this step we are getting here 7 coordinated intermediate, and this intermediate is unstable because it is 7 coordinated, or we can say coordination number of this complex is 7. So it undergoes dissociation and this Y is replacing X here, and again we are getting here 6 coordinated octahedral complex by SN2 mechanism. Now here we can see the slow step or rate determining step depends on the concentration of 2 reactants. First is substrate and second is nucleophile. That is why order of reaction in SN2 mechanism is 2. So we can say SN2 reactions are second order reactions. Now this is diagrammatic representation of SN2 mechanism. So here we have octahedral complex with coordination number 6. Now this Z, which is our nucleophile or entering ligand, is reacting with this octahedral complex and make an unstable intermediate with coordination number 7. So total number of ligands in this intermediate is 7. Now since it is an unstable complex, it undergoes dissociation and finally we are getting a new octahedral complex here with coordination number 6. This is energy profile diagram of SN1 mechanism. So in this energy profile diagram, on x-axis we have taken reaction coordinate and y-axis potential energy. So this reaction coordinate is showing a reaction process, we can say. So in starting, when we have our octahedral complex MLNX, in its ground stage it is not going to react. So before starting the reaction, it requires some energy, which is also known as activation energy. So by taking activation energy, this much activation energy, it gets activated. Now at this stage, this MX bond will be unstable and it will break. So due to breaking of this MX bond, an intermediate complex is formed, that is MLN. But the energy of this intermediate complex again decreases. For the reaction of this intermediate complex and entering ligand Y, it requires one more time little bit energy. So by getting some energy here, this intermediate complex reacts with Y. So when they react, again our final product is formed. So the second plateau is showing formation of final product and first plateau is showing formation of an intermediate. So this is the energy profile diagram of SN1 mechanism. Now we see the reaction profile of SN2 mechanism. So in this reaction profile also, on x-axis we have taken reaction coordinate and on y-axis potential energy of complexes. So here in associative mechanism, the energy of reactants and energy of entering group Y keeps on increasing till activation energy for the transition state reached. So here the activation energy of transition state is reached. Now here you can see this is our substrate or main complex is reacting with incoming ligand. So an intermediate with coordination number 7 formed. Now this is not our final product. So again this intermediate requires some energy, and by getting some energy this MX bond will break and finally we are getting here our main product. So we are getting two plateau. One plateau is showing formation of an intermediate and second is showing formation of final product. So in this lecture, I have explained SN1 and SN2 mechanism where their energy profile diagrams. These are the references. Thank you.